Yo, what's up? It's your boy Derek Bradshaw, Strike7Sports.com. Today, I got another video coming out today. Today I just want to talk about the current situation with Steelers quarterback Ben Roethlisberger. Just gonna go over the recent reports that's going out, being put out about him, and a team that he could possibly join if things don't come into place at Pittsburgh. Ben, have you not heard already? Steelers. There's been reports coming out about the Steelers trying to restructure Ben Roethlisberger's contract, which is right now, if he comes back, it's like a $41 million current deal right now. It's according to this report I have in my hand. Is that this current deal is set to count against 41.25 million against the Steelers cap next season. That's a high number. Roethlisberger already came out on record and stated that he would like to stay with the Steelers, and he is willing to negotiate the new deal, renegotiate his contract to help the Steelers acquire more talent on the roster to compete for Super Bowls next year and possibly the future. But there's been some things been coming out, lately that they're not eye to eye on cutting the deal down. The Steelers are not willing to negotiate the deal. They're willing to there's been stories about the Steelers possibly trying to move on from Roethlisberger and his contract. Just reading some tweets that came out today by Brooke Pryor of ESPN. She's the Pittsburgh Steelers beat reporter for ESPN NFL Nation. And quote, Steelers GM Kevin Colbert doesn't give a strong endorsement for Ben Roethlisberger as QB in 2021. As we see here today, Ben is a member of the Pittsburgh Steelers. He reiterated to us that he wants to continue to play. We told him we have to look at his current situation. So you take that the way you want, where you wanted to, slice it up the way however you seem fit to. But to us, this reading this and stuff, it just feels like they're trying to get from under his contract. They're trying to move on from him. If that's the case, you know what I'm saying. There's going to be some teams, if he decides to continue to play football, there will be teams interested in Ben Roethlisberger. There's no doubt about it. His resume, two-time Super Bowl champion, future Hall of Famer, all things he's accomplished in his career with Steelers, records, all that. But there will be some teams interested in his services. And I got one that comes to mind right now, and that's the Chicago Bears. If you already not heard by now, they missed out on the Carson Wentz deal. The Eagles weren't interested in a first round pick. They took a second round just from Indianapolis, and now they have Carson Wentz. So that leaves the Bears with Mitchell Trubisky, or the draft, or free agency. If the Steelers release Ben Roethlisberger, he becomes a free agent. The Bears could be a team that could be interested in him. The Bears could be a team that could pursue him as a option to become their quarterback next year. The Bears they made the playoffs last year, but barely. They were able to get in. Went home early against the New Orleans Saints. Their general manager Ryan Pace and head coach Matt Nagy got to keep their jobs. They'll be back next season. They'll be fighting for their jobs. So once again, we possibly gonna have to make a deeper postseason run, probably to make it to the divisional round to keep their jobs. Mitchell Trubisky is clearly not Matt Nagy's guy. Matt Nagy's QB never was his QB. Offensive guru. Mitchell Trubisky was drafted by Ryan Pace, the guy before under the previous regime that had John Fox as the head coach. So they move up to get him instead of Deshaun Watson. And Patrick Mahomes was sitting there as well, but they went with Mitchell Trubisky. And now they're in a predicament to where they need a quarterback. They need a quarterback. Mitchell Trubisky is clearly not that guy going forward. That's, clearly evident because they're trying to find a QB. They're trying to make a move for him. And if Ben Roethlisberger goes to Chicago, man, I think it might be able to work. You know what I'm saying? I think it could work because you got a good defense. Defense that's I think it's better than what he had in Chicago. Not Chicago, in Pittsburgh, in my opinion. They got some weapons to work with. You got Allen Robinson, who's I think he's an unrestricted free agent, but they can bring him back. Franchise tag him. Allen Robinson, Anthony Miller. You got a running back. Tariq Cohen is coming back. You got David Montgomery, the other running back, the power back. So you got some pieces to work with in Chicago, man. I think it could be it could work out pretty well for Big Ben if he decides to not come back to the Steelers. The Steelers want to part ways with him. He gets released. He comes to Chicago. He gets picked up by the Chicago Bears, and it'd be a good situation for him, in my opinion. You know what I'm saying? This is just pure speculation by me. I'm just trying to just put some pieces together, put things together. Just pick up, see how catch on the thing, see how things go. It's a possibility, man, because these things happen fast. You know what I'm saying? That little bits and pieces get put out, by the media and what Big Ben and. He wants to come back and play with the Steelers, but the Steelers, the brass from the Steelers are now just don't look like they're willing to bring him back. They're ready to move on from him. And Big Ben probably still got some left. He probably got some football. In my opinion, he still got some good 2 to 3 years left in to play football. Chicago wouldn't be a bad spot for him. They got a good running game that wide receivers are solid. Defense is legit. It'd be a good spot. It'd be like the Steelers before they had the explosiveness. When it was Big Ben, Hines Ward, Willie Parker, Heath Miller. You know what I'm saying? Le'Veon Bell before he became that guy. You know what I'm saying? It'd be a good spot. Not Lawrence Maroney. Got the running back name that Steelers had. He went to the Arizona Cardinals. I can't remember his name. But it'd be that, it's I think it would be a great landing spot for him. And if the Bears can pick up Ben Roethlisberger or he decides to retire, they better hope that Dak Prescott decides to pursue the free agency route and be ready to pay him. Or, you go to the draft. I mean, the draft is their least, is the option that they don't want to take, because you're pretty much dealing with a crapshoot with the Bears, and with that roster, you're going to waste a prime season with that defense. Defense that's in its prime right now. You probably got at least 2 more years with that defense in its prime before the pieces start to get over. You still have to, retool the defense. So I'm just putting this out, speculation by me. Just throwing something out there before it gets before the media, starts building up this story, this narrative about Ben Roethlisberger possibly being released, and then somebody on one of these shows bring up, the Bears would be a great place for Roethlisberger, and then the story start getting a life of his own, and bam, it's on social media. That's all I have for right now, man. Just give me a like, comment, subscribe to the channel. Let me know how you feel. Do you think the Bears would be a good landing spot for Ben Roethlisberger, and do you think Ben Roethlisberger would be the Bears would be a better team, would be a threat, an actual threat to the Green Bay Packers for NFC North? That's all I have for you for right now. Check out strike7sports.com in the description box below. Have a blessed day. Please subscribe to the channel. Peace.